Good morning. It's your boy Ferdinand Brown. Brown Bomber Alert. And I know you're probably looking at the background. Who is this young nigga in the background? Hartsfield, number 26, Hartsfield Red Fox. This is my old JV picture in my old number 26. You know what I'm saying? When I used to play football, I was a fullback and a linebacker for Hartsfield High, Hartsfield, South Carolina. But I'm using this to tie myself into going into 2026. 2026 is going to be a miraculous year. I'm gonna be honest. There's some shit we need to just leave in the past because, for one, we don't hear other coaches talking about the going 50-50 or if the man is supposed to take on every bill. We need to leave that in 25. Reason being, inflation is real. People don't want to incorporate inflation, or they don't want to talk about what the hell is going on as far as the economy, how the economy is falling. That's why the penny is dying, because we're not using the penny. And honestly, our currency is not what it used to be. Our currency ain't worth a fuck. That's why everything is so fucking high or whatever, because they trying to get the quality of the dollar back to a certain standard, and we're paying out of the yin yang for rent, car payments, whatever the case may be. After after COVID, we've been spiraling in the wrong direction as far as money. We're spending more, but you want the man to take on everything because that's what's supposed to be. But granddaddy and them and great granddaddy and them, well, if you talking about great granddaddy, they built the hut, they built the house, they built a shed for them, or whatever the case may be. And then for granddaddy and them, rent probably or mortgage probably no more $400. You paying $2,000 now for one bedroom at this point. Make it make sense. And you're talking about off of a $50,000 salary. If you're in South Carolina, if you're not making, I'm gonna be honest, anywhere 100,000 or better is what it needs to be standard for everybody. But once you do that, they're gonna jack everything up. That is my opinion. But I think when you're talking about 50K. And you're trying to maintain car payment, insurance, cell phone, rent, this, that, and the third. Well, I got time to do anything else far as, spend date-wise. You have to manage some shit. Well, I'm going to have to move this shit back to go on a date or whatever the case may be. So you have to look at everything in its proper perspective. And these women are not being realistic and looking at everything. And if the women are looking at things and say, baby, we need to save, then that's the one for you. Not a person that's wanting you to splurge just because it look good because I'm on Instagram or TikTok and I want to be with the Joneses talking about what I'm doing and where I'm going. That has to be a planned thing. That shouldn't have to be a stunt thing. You feel what I'm saying? And I think a lot of women want to be seen, and Instagram and TikTok and Facebook fucking the game up with that shit. So everybody want to be these quote unquote housewives without putting in no work. You got to put in work. If we're talking about building an empire, building a team, building a culture, or what we're trying to do a business, we have to be locked in it with each other to do what we need to do. So please, let's leave that part of the game of talking about the man need to be majority. I understand that that's what it is. Man's supposed to lead, but in today's society, you would rather see your man drown because you want to be a traditional woman, or do you want to get out there and go help your mate and make sure shit happen and get things done? But that's neither here nor there. That's one thing that I want to address. Leave people, family, friends. Sometimes you gotta leave your older children back in the back, because if they not equating with what you trying to do or supporting you, or you and you reaching out and you trying to be like, hey, this we family, we friends, and this, that, and the third, and they not complying, fuck them. And I might get some backlash for that, but at the same time, you can't keep forcing yourself on people that don't want to be in bother with you. I'm learning as I go. It may hurt, but you're gonna have to lead some of them folks back there in 2026. 2025. Going into 2026, you got to come in with a clean slate. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't trying to, we ain't trying to build on nothing and whatnot, hey, you can get the fuck on. You're 40. I'm talking about me. I'm 40. I can't be playing around with people's time or energy or whatever. So everybody need to go ahead and do what they need to do for self. Another thing. I love the supporters who support me. Even the new ones that coming around and don't know nothing about what I got going on and learning as they go, whatever. Like, okay, he just talked about whatever, random, whatever. I appreciate the followers. I appreciate the people who, participate. I appreciate the shares. I appreciate all of that. Now for the ones, that don't, what I'm saying, and know they should be in the mix and know that I've been, down with them since day one, then that's another thing. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm not gonna put that type of energy on my post because I'm only talking to the ones who do. I just gotta, what I'm saying, but you know who you are if you don't. But, and go in to 26 with healthier choices, being healthy with self, being healthy with your mind, being healthy with your body and soul. You can't take on other people's energy. You can't take on other people's problems because that's unhealthy for you. So you got to go in there with self-love. Self-love is the thing. Protection is the thing. Block out negative energies. But that is my little rant for this morning. I'm Fernando Brown Bomb Alert 2026 is on the way. And let's go in there with a positive mindset, of rejuvenated mindset. Refocus your focus. Refocus your focus. I'm going to say this again. Refocus your focus. Brown Bomb Alert. I'm out.